Hey, 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 what can I say? We're back. Phil and Oscar
Here we are
on Focus on You.
on post-Oscar night with
Ooh-wee.
Oscar.
What a night. What a night. Ooh. I think we had a show. They had a show on the Oscars, and off his namesake, of course, Oscar Capel was the original Oscar.
Holding that statue
Is
after
that the
me.
myth or is that the legend?
This is both.
Both the myth and the legend. Of course, that has to be in our conversation tonight, this evening, because how could we be a part of this world and not discuss Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, and the Chris Rock?
If you ask me, quite easily.
Because you're boring. You have chickens. And not many of us have chickens. So but we're going to talk also about the programs we have on the Phoenix National Network,
where no one's going to get slapped.
That you don't want to miss. What's
that?
No
slapping. There'll be no slapping in our program,
and there will be no slapping in our
maybe we should,
ceremony,
because that's bringing up some.
Yeah, nah, I have nobody that I want to slap. Maybe you. You know,
probably. What? I was just going to say.
Let's plan this out real nice and thick. Okay. All right. So, Oscar, let's go over the TV guide real quick, and then we'll move on. Okay.
We got a short day today. So our programming is getting better and better as time goes on. So we have weekly empowering programs now. We're still doing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But right now I'm looking at just Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Oh, Thursdays at the bottom. Okay, so our Tuesday lineup goes from 10 to 2 p.m. We have Amanda, Whitney, Money Multiplier with Kim. I'm coming on at 2 o'clock. Just Us Girls are going to be Fridays. We're going to throw that in later. Wednesdays, we have Video Lion, the Ula Corner with Mona, Focus on You, as we're doing today, and MED Heart and Soul Connection.
The MED is a new program, okay? It's Michelle E. Dickinson, Heart and Soul Connection. And she's going to be talking about just the emotional toll that it takes when you're in the office, and how to manage those things, how to manage just dealing with awkward and intense emotional moments. So we've all experienced anger, sadness, depression, all these different things that come to our mind and affect our bodies and our soul.
So her segment is how to not slap someone in the office.
How to not slap your manager, your boss, or your friend, your coworker. This is all about slapping today. This is the slap. Whoosh,
it's a slap happy Wednesday.
Smack Fest 2022. So yeah.
So and then we're gonna wrap up with Thursday nights, the Bishop's Corner as usual. Long form interview, really, really good. It gets in depth into a lot of issues. And let's go to our next screen, which is coming up right now. There we go. Thursdays coming up with Chris, Richard, Karen, and Frank. So Chris is doing his insurance program. He brings on guests, a lot of important things he speaks about there. Richard Cusio, loan officer, you need to talk to him now, because as interest rate goes up, things are changing quickly. Karen Mayo, make sure you are healthy, and she will teach you tips on eating healthy. Frank is everywhere. He does everything, but he is going to speak about tips on business growth on his show. And let me see, every week, as you know, on Wednesday, we have Phil on the air live on his own. And then I come in and make his life miserable at 12 o'clock with Focus on You. The Bishop's Corner calms him down at 8 p.m. and Just Us Girls Fridays and Chameleon Vibes on Saturday at 9 p.m. So that's what we have in programming. All of this, by the way, is available on the app. You'll be able to see this and tune into your favorite show on the app.
And don't forget our LinkedIn programs, man. On LinkedIn, we are on LinkedIn now.
Tell me about the LinkedIn program.
Well, LinkedIn, I mean, we share a lot of the our programs on LinkedIn now because you can find Phoenix National Network on LinkedIn. Don't forget to download the app. Okay, it is very important that you download the app because on the app we have everything there. Everything is there. You can meet all of our podcasters, give them a call, invite them to speak at your events. You can hire them to help you get to the next level of your life. Or if you want to protect your identity or retain legal services, in those awkward times, then yeah,
When you
Oscar
get
is your
when you get
man.
slapped on the show, you
Oscar, you're the man. If you can't do it, no one can. Okay, you don't like that.
only if you have pom poms. That
I do have pom poms. I do.
I thought you
See,
would.
look, Oscar, you're the man. You can't do it. No one can. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anywho, so it's good to see you on here, Oscar.
My asthma is acting up today. Ah, got
Yeah, I
treatment.
know that is
Pollen coming out.
you don't know if it's winter, you don't know if it's spring
I got
because
flowers
it
that are
keeps rotating.
I got flowers that are trying to dig their way back into the ground this morning.
Oh, you saw your flowers took out some shovels.
Flowers
They're
are
like,
like,
okay, it's time to go back in. It's okay. This kind of weather is not for me. How the chickens doing?
chicken's fine.
Yeah,
They got. Remember, they got feathers. They also
yes,
have
they
a,
do.
a heated duplex. But they don't need it. But
They
just
have
in
a
case.
heated duplex.
Yeah, I
That
like
is
I like my
that is
eggs warm in
good.
the morning. I don't want cold eggs. Who wants to sit on a cold egg anyway?
Exactly, exactly. So it's going to switch to our next subject, which is the slap of the century.
Slap.
Now, I was on YouTube, man. This is what I saw. I mean, everybody, everybody is talking about what happened at the Oscars. Everybody. Do you see
Except me.
this? Do you see this? It's like it's the thing to talk about. So, guess what? We're going to talk about it. Okay? You ready for this?
Yeah. So back in the Roman times, there was
Wow,
some
we're
guy.
going back that far.
Yeah, because it's important because it says, "Give them bread and circuses, and they will never revolt."
Okay, so you're coming from the perspective that it's staged.
I'm going from the purpose of who cares if it's staged or not staged. Why is it?
I tell you why it matters to people. Okay, because they look up to these
That's the
celebrities.
first problem. Looking at
That
the celebrity.
is I mean, not say that is not the ideal way of choosing a role model for your life, because first of all, you don't know them. You know what you see on television, you know what roles they've played as characters, but you really don't know them as people. So
Exactly.
you
That is
know what
that
you
is
see,
exactly
they
my
give you
point.
what they see. They have producers and directors and all these people in the background that make them look good. So personal stylist and everything. They have a whole fitness trainer and image
Right.
consultant and all these different things to make them look good.
Things that we
But
don't have.
but
Most of us don't have.
most of us don't have that. But there is a but. All of us have one. Some of us have one. But I believe that this incident was not staged.
Okay.
I
So let's
believe
let's go with it's not staged. This was real.
I will
Okay?
go with that.
All right. So
Now, the question everyone is asking is would I have handled it the way Will handled it or the situation? Would you have handled it the same way? Now, there's a ton of ways to look at that, but What do you say, Oscar? What do you
I
think?
say there are 3 people involved in this, and it's none of my business how they handle their affairs. Because, as you said, they have a world that is outside of my world.
True.
So, why am I forced to relive this one incident on a show that basically has been losing viewerships year after year after year? Now, all of a sudden, it's a relevant show. That's pretty cool. Now you got a show that people are, let's go watch next year, see who gets slapped. Who cares? I mean, these are individual people
Let's
having
see
a,
what happens next on the Oscars.
one of the reasons I don't watch professional sports
Right.
was, when one of these, pampered millionaires spend an afternoon watching me work, then, I'll do that too. I'll watch them work. And when I was down in Florida, I was walking down Miami, and it's like, hey, you want to take the ferry to see the House of the Stars? I'm like, am I going in for coffee? They said no. I'm like, then why would I want to go? I mean, I'm very practical minded. It's like, why do I want to see someone else's house that I'm not going to be invited into? Why am I going to intervene in these 3 people's lives that had a moment together? This is just between 3 people, right? It's between the guy who told the joke,
That's the
the wife
truth.
who got offended, and the husband that has to protect the wife. And that is basically
I love the way you said that. That's exactly what we are looking at. That's exactly what we're looking at.
So
Now,
why is it all over
most
everywhere?
of us, okay, here's the deal. Most of us, if we had a spouse that wasn't feeling well or wasn't doing well, they're dealing with a certain illness or whatever, right? If most of us were in that situation, I believe we would have very similar response. Some of us may not get up there and throw down on the host.
Well, here's
Or
the
whoever's
thing. If
moderating,
this
right?
was done at a party and nobody else heard about it, if Chris Rock would have said that to her just between the 3 of them, that's one thing. But he did it in a very public
Right.
forum.
Billions of people watching.
Yeah, 5 people are watching the Oscars, actually. It's like everybody else watches the
No.
So those 5 people that were watching it got to see this. But again, it's in a public forum. Now it's like they've had this incident before. This isn't the first time Chris Rock said something about her.
Right.
So it's like, I let you make fun of her one time. Second time, we're going to put an end to it.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't staged, I could see exactly why he's like, not only that, but you're going to make fun of someone with a physical problem, a medical condition. I mean, no one would go up and make death jokes and think they can get away with it.
And here's people talk about him laughing, right?
Right.
I know guys that will laugh because they're about to do something. They're not laughing. It's not like ha ha funny laugh. It's like ha ha I'm about to. It's like I'm thinking of the 101 ways that I am going to do
not
this.
real.
It's like ha 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 ha, right? Because somebody's laughing doesn't mean you're not hurting.
Right.
Right. And so I think that to interpret him laughing as he's like, ha ha, funny.
Boy, that was funny. Oh, wife's pissed at me.
He was probably just trying. They came to the Oscars with the mask on.
Right.
That's what I believe. They came to the Oscars with the mask on. Everything is okay. We're walking in together. We're going to walk out together. Hopefully I win an award, and so on and so forth. And you don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know if medication is involved. She has to take medication, whatever.
Obviously.
Right. So it's like, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what the side effects of those medications are. You don't know what they're dealing with. But they decided to go to the Oscars because he got nominated. And I would love for people to put it in a real life scenario. Like,
right.
They may not want all this attention. Right. And to kind of like focus on them, you know, at this point in juncture, I think may have been something that should have been thought through properly. You know, pick somebody else in. Why not pick somebody else? You know,
The
I
other
don't think it
wild
was
thing,
probably wasn't good taste of just kind of like having jokes like that. I'm
the other,
now. Here's the thing, right? When you do a joke, right, and and especially if I'm cracking on you, and I see where you're like, I don't get it. Like, this is not. I'm not feeling that.
right?
Don't you get the urge to be like, you know what? I'm not going to go there, right? Switch up. You're a comedian. You have a list of jokes you could choose, right?
You got to know your audience.
You got to know your audience. Switch over to Denzel or somebody else in the audience that can take a good joke right now. Obviously, this
it was a
couple,
bad joke at a bad time,
right,
and it wasn't appropriate.
right. It
No,
wasn't appropriate.
and again, Chris Rock as a comedian, his job is to go up there, entertain and poke fun and do fine. But that one looks like it crossed the line. And
Right.
the other thing is, here's an award show about fake people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're actors.
I mean, they're real people, but they play.
Yeah, they're not getting an award for being Will Smith. They're getting an award for being Will Smith playing so and so. Except for Jeff Goldblum, who always plays Jeff Goldblum in every movie. Yeah, he's not Meryl Streep. He will not change. It's just Jeff. Where's Jeff today? It's like, where's Waldo?
Jeff
it's
plays
the great
Jeff.
thing about watching Jeff Goldblum. It's just,
you might get an award for that.
That's why he does it, because it's just Jeff. A lifetime achievement maybe, because it's just Jeff Goldblum in outer space, Jeff Goldblum with dinosaurs. It's just Jeff, which is fine. But here comes reality creeping into the show about nothing, about fake people.
Right.
So it's like, you just destroyed the show about fake people,
right,
with reality.
Right.
Like,
You added reality to this element, and but no, here's the thing. As we're talking about it, and I know we're going to be ending soon. As we're talking about it, let's consider this aspect too. He's just coming out of playing this role as King role, right? King Richard. And so there is taking on that persona of that person, because I know, like in his speech, he kept referring to the character, right?
And he's being
how he
is for that character,
right? Exactly. And he talked about how he connected to the character. So it's like, I feel like he was still carrying that persona, right? And so everything together, the whole feeling of the whole thing, I honestly, I feel it for Will and Jada, and I think that their response was, some might think it's inappropriate, but if we were in the same situation, you just never know how you're going to respond, because you don't know what's happening.
And again, if he would have said something about Will, fine. But now you're picking on someone's spouse who has a medical condition,
right,
in the public forum,
right, with billions of people watching.
Those 5 people watching, yeah.
You keep saying 5 people. Did you see the list of people that are talking about that?
Exactly. That is why it's like so important to get this trivial matter between 3 people, to get the circus, the bread and circus for people. Are like, we are the wheels are falling off the cart in the world. I mean, we got hyperinflation. We got gas at $4.50 a shouldn't we be talking about that? Shouldn't we be like, okay, something
we are talking about that? I mean,
no, we're talking about guys slapping the crap out of somebody else.
This is just a part of the plethora of conversations that are taking place all at the same time, including what happened at the Oscars, which is supposed to take your mind off the real stuff, but then real stuff happens when you build a dollhouse, right? Because it's a dollhouse. And so, sometimes the porcelain is going to crack and you're going to see like, ooh, these are actual real people, so I think that we should take it just as that. They're
It's
real
like
people with
it's
real
between
feelings.
3 people, and let them deal with it.
Let them deal with it. Real
I got
feelings,
I got
real
enough
people.
I got enough things to slap right now that
Hey, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
mortgage, car bills, they got enough of those.
Let's not aim at the Bills people. I keep trying to figure out who Bill is, but he keeps visiting my house, and I'm like, stop it, stay where you are, man. So before we go, I'm going to play our second anniversary video, because we have a second anniversary coming up. That's right. It's going to be on June 10th and 11th. So stay tuned, guys, and we will see you in a few minutes. Hi, everyone. My name is Philip Reid, and I'm the president and CEO of Phoenix National Network. I'm so proud to celebrate the second year of the Bishop's Corner on June 10th and 11th of this year. And we're going to be having a wonderful concert of celebration with Dwight Strouder and his team. And it's going to be a wonderful time. I want to invite you all to join us. The details for this event will be shown at the bottom of the screen. So if you are interested in coming out on June 10th for the concert, you can reach me at 914-297-7624 for more information. Also, this is going to be a great 2-day event. That is 2 days. So we have hotels that are already reserved for you on a low rate, and have limited rooms. So please register with the hotels that are being issued to you at the bottom of the screen as well, so that you can get the best price for this 2-day event, because we will be at Lake Compounce in Connecticut, right in Bristol, Connecticut, and we're getting a great rate for everyone to come out and have a great time. There will be food there. It will be complimentary, free food, discounted rates, so you can bring the entire family to this great event. Also, we're doing a $1,000 giveaway on Friday night for anyone who is in attendance to the concert. So all you have to do is buy a ticket, reserve your seat, and get a chance to win $1,000. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Take care. Well, that's it. There you go. Register at thebishopscorner.live, and you'll before April 31st, and you will be able to be in the drawing for that $1,000 at that live event, in-person event. So be there or be square. Oscar, great program. Love the conversation, buddy. And we'll see you guys again next week. Take care, everybody.
Take care.